Hello there, and welcome to this 15-minute rapid game with Chess Tech. So, we're playing Sunset to Sunrise 2114. Looks like we've got ourselves a bit of a quite a strong player, playing King's Indian. And I want to go for a caveman 150 attack, sort of like cheapo job here. So, yeah. Okay, so plan is Queen D2, exchange the bishops off, castle queen side, and just hack him to death on the king side. That's it really. Let's have a quick look at this guy, see what his stats are. Okay, 312 games. Interesting. So quite an established rating. Right, let's just E3. Hopefully he'll chop that off. Actually, that was a little bit played that a bit quickly actually. Okay. So let's go for, see if my options open. Yeah, I think C5 might have put an end to my hack attack. Unless the exchange is now. Could be risky because now it's got an open C file, so on my castle queen side I've got a bit of a problem there. Because he'll get a rook on this file and he'll probably get a good counter play. So, what's the plan? It's got, yeah, so he has taken. I can still go for the queenside castle, but it's pretty risky. But that's what I wanted to play. The question is now, what I want is to play bishop h6. You might play rook e8, which sort of stops that really, because then if I play bishop h6, you can just drop the bishop out of the way and ignore it. Okay, so let's just think about this. Can I play? Let's go for it. It's got a queen covering this pawn still. You could, yeah. So let's have that off. Now here's the interesting one. And of course this isn't better for me in any way. It's probably worse. I expect if a computer looked at it. But it's just from a practical chess point of view. Enjoy seeing whether you can crush people or not. Actually, maybe I won't castle straight off. What do we do? What do we do? Oh, there's this castle. Start. In for a penny, in for a pound. So now I've probably got some counterplay coming down here. I mean, I've based the fact that he has got queenside counterplay, but it may be a bit slow. He's got sort of got these pieces slightly in the way. Bishop and knight there. Although they will join in the attack, it might just give me a few tempos. Now I don't really want to exchange queens. If he takes, I can take with a knight. So I want my queen over here in the attack. I don't really mind if he pushes this pawn. I've got to accept I'm going to get my queen and pieces kicked around a little bit while he has some counterplay. For me, I'd quite like him to take that pawn. Yeah, so he obviously wants to come into f4, nice square. Also, it's going a little bit hairy for my queen, running out of squares potentially after he plays h6. Here, got forks coming in. So, let's just take that off for a second. Obviously, he's got to take it with the knight. Or we can take my queen, which is fine. So, what we've got now is a position where my sort of mating attack is over, but I may have a bit of counterplay here, as in I may have, some positional bonuses here. I can chop this knight off and give him a double pawn. if he chops this pawn off, I get my rook here. Yeah. Well, of course, this is definitely not. He's out threatening his pawn. Just with his bishop, it's a bit annoying. Do I care about that? Takes. Bishop takes. He's got a hell of a bishop there. I don't know if I can allow that at the moment. Trouble is, if I play pawn here, he's got this knight fork here. I think I've just got to take it on the chin. That's got to go first of all, and then now I've got to suck it up and play. I can't. I could take this pawn. He takes that pawn. Take. Then I've got a nice discovery. I think I'm going to go for that actually. So rook takes pawn. Bishop takes pawn. Rook G2. Is he threatening to fork me? Let's just go for this. My gut's telling me this is okay. I'm handing my king's on a black square, so I've got no stupid checks. So what would be quite nice now is bishop takes pawn. Rook G1. And then I get a wondrous discovery. Yeah, he's not going to go for that, unfortunately. It's a bit of a shame. And he wants me to take that and get his rook on this file, and I don't want to give him that either. If I take, then I get to protect. I'd be a pawn up then. I'd be better. So rook takes rook, f3. I can't see that I'm worse there. So f3. 1, 2, 3, 6. So I'm a pawn up. He's got double pawns. I must be doing okay. He's got the bishop. Yeah, not sure if it's interesting, so he wants to probably... What's he doing with that? Could exchange rooks here. Try to exchange rooks. Ideally I wouldn't mind getting my rook on this square here. So I'm just going to play that. So if he hits my knight, I got... Oh no, I can't do that. That's just stupid. His knight's covering that square. That was a bit annoying, but it's still a threat in the sense that if he moves his knight, then I'm coming here. He's not going to allow that, so he's put his rook in there. It's a good move. Now, the question is, how do I make anything of this position? How? I don't know. Well, ideally, I've got to be careful. You know, his knight's only one hop from coming in here and causing some annoying problems with this slightly backward, weak G2 pawn. So I quite like to exchange his knight off, really. Then his bishop's got no mobility because my pawns are covering these white squares. My knight's covering these critical squares in the middle. So that's my plan. If I could exchange his knight, that would be helpful. But I can't really see any way doing that. Need to find a move here. What have we got? Don't really, obviously can't make a pawn move. I wouldn't like to. I could bring my knight in here, hitting this pawn. Then I can't really see if he plays a6 and boots it, where my knight's going next. And here, can't really see many tactics. So I could go here, try and exchange rooks, because that's going to bring my king over, which means I'll be able to protect, hopefully, this pawn. If he goes there, I'm going to go back. He's probably thinking I wouldn't mind a draw, actually. It's fair enough. Now, can I play here? Could play rook up, rook check, rook back, rook up. Where's he going to play that rook then? It's a tricky position. Tricky. His rook comes in there next. There's knight there next move. How am I defending his pawn? It's very difficult. I suppose I have got the possibility, that can't be right, playing g4. He just pushes a pawn. Just hang fire there for a moment. So the idea is I guess I'm preempting him booting my knight anyway. The knight can come in here. I'm going to have to defend it. g4. Yeah, so his knight's come in like I thought. No, I have got to be very careful here because there's a lovely fork. See, his knight comes here, forking my queen. So I can't see any alternative, but I've got to defend that. So it's quite a nice little tactic here where he could sack his rook takes knight. That doesn't work. Bishop takes knight. Oh, he wins a pawn. Yeah, actually, yeah. So I just blundered there, really, didn't I? That was a bit of a shame. Yeah. Blundered that pawn away, I think. Yeah, because rook takes pawn, knight takes pawn. Well, knight check. Still might be. Alright, okay. He didn't want to play that, why not? Why did that not work? So I have to probably bring my king in. Stop that stupid fork. Yeah, I want to come here, don't I? Okay. Fortunately, it'd be nice to play. Got this lovely fork lined up here. Plays his king there. That's obviously his. I've got to be careful about his king again invading these squares. But also I've got a tactic here of pawn check. He loses his knight. So he might have to push that pawn. I think it's the only way he can save his knight, isn't it? Yeah, so why doesn't this just lose his knight? Pawn check. Oh, he can put his king, he just move his king there, can't he? Stupid of me. I think we have got a slight problem. I've got to watch out for. I've got to somehow get rid of this. Push the pawn, takes a rook. Unless we go check. King there. And then we push the pawn, hit the knight. Knight there. h3 hits my rook. This is a bit annoying actually. But my instinct's telling me to move my king over out of the way, so I'm threatening to take that pawn. I get to take that pawn with check as well. He hasn't got any forks on, so I'm going to go here. So he's got no checks on. So pawn takes pawn, check. Knight takes pawn, check. Rook takes pawn, check. He hasn't got a fork between my king and rook. So now I am threatening h4 check. wins his knight. In fact, if he takes the pawn, check, wins his knight as well. That's very strange. It's very, very strange. Why wouldn't somebody rate it that high to see that very simple tactic? H4 check. His only square for his king is he takes the pawn when I win his knight. Or he just a bit confused about that. I mean, he's going to get some counter play down here, but then I've got a pass pawn here. In fact, hold on a minute. Check. It's threatening. Not quite, mate. But yeah. So he's resigned. That's excellent. I really needed that win. I can't tell you. So I got to about 2150 and then just lost about 80% of my games from then on. So let's have a look and see what happened there. Computer analysis. Right, that's good. So yes, we've got the London sum. And this all seems okay. I mean, it's just equal. Playing this as white, you're never gonna. White can equalise, and you can see there's nothing at all going on here. So let's have a look. E5, Queen G5, D takes E5, Queen takes G5, Knight takes E5. So he shouldn't have taken my queen. Slightly actually just chopped it off with his knight, which is still better for me slightly, but I presumably I've got to play Queen D2. Why wouldn't I just chop that off then? Sorry, I can't understand that. I play Knight takes Knight. It must -10. Oh, of course, I lose my queen. I'm talking nonsense. Yeah, so I've got to drop the queen back, and then he can play, presumably, Knight takes Knight. Yeah, then Bishop takes Knight. Bishop takes Bishop. I end up with a stupid double pawn. And he's got a difficult pawn to protect here. Queen F6. Pure. Wants to exchange. Yeah, okay. Right, so let's just go back. Anyway, sorry. So Knight takes E5 he should have played. So he played Queen takes. I play Knight takes. Computer likes my position. And then he plays Knight takes E5. She didn't like, computer didn't like that either. Want to play D takes. So I guess it gives him an IQP there. Just would have been better to take with the. It does open his bishop up. I mean, it's double-edged that. So it liked that for once. Actually, liked one of my moves. Queen like that. It actually preferred Knight E4 was a better move. Let's have a look. Knight E4. What's that threatening? I'm hitting this twice. Why is that much better? I guess it's. What am I threatening there? It's terrible. You can just take it. I take it, then protect the pawn. I don't quite understand why it thinks Knight E2 is better, but anyway, I played Rook takes D6. Rook DF8, Rook FD8, interesting. So I took, which is the right thing to do. Then he takes. Then I play F3. This is good, so it's happy with this. Knight back. Rook okay. Yeah. This is where I struggled to find a move. should have wanted me to play knight g4, which is here. But let's just go along here and see what we did play quickly. Took, queen in, and then basically just gets outplayed in the endgame. Yeah, so basically in this endgame, let's bring my king in, and rook comes across. That's just a blunder. H4 check, loses. So what should he have played? So knight g6 he should have played. Just drop it back here. But he's still losing. So I just take. He can't take that. Why can't he take that? Why can't he take that? Because this check, I guess. This is not looking very good. Takes. Yeah, he's getting crushed there. Anyway, so that was the end of that. So he lost his piece and resigned. Well, thank you very much for watching this video, and if you found it useful, please leave a comments or questions on YouTube, and if you could subscribe, that would be wondrous. Thank you very much.